Hello, English 100. This is your short video on our new book, Educated, and Research, and Note-Taking, and Characters. So first, a reminder that you have a module in Canvas called Unit 2, Educated, and when you click on it, you will find various things. For example, the essay. And the rough draft is not due for a while, but you should look at it anyway. Because while you read, you want to start thinking about what your essay topic will be. So it's possible I'll add another topic, but I don't think so. I think it's done. And so here's your essay. You're going to choose one of these topics. And notice that each topic focuses on one of the major characters. So here's one on Tara, Learning, Education, and Identity. Tara, of course, is the author, Tara Westover, but she is also the main character because she's a girl in the book. Jean Westover, her dad, Survivalism and Conspiracy Theory on the Christian Right. Number 3, Sean, Sexism, Misogyny, and Domestic Violence Against Women. 4, Faye Westover, Mom, Wife and Mother in a Male-Dominated Household. And then number 5, Tara, Learning to Read, and Malcolm X. Malcolm X is not in the book, but there's another reading that you can find. I'll have it in Canvas in case you want to do that one. So we've got essay topics. 2 of them are about Tara, and then we have one about Mom, one about Sean, who's Tara's brother, one about Dad. And for our little example today, we're going to focus on Dad. So the essay on Dad, Jean Westover, focuses on his belief system because you'll notice pretty quick in the book that Dad has some unusual beliefs. So let's now think about research. So we are going to use Power Notes for research. There's no required research for our first week of class of reading. You just have to read up to page 83. But you will make a new project in Power Notes called Educated for our book, and you will start putting stuff in it, and there will be research that goes along with Essay 3. So this is your preview of that. Just to show you one thing I was looking at, I wanted to find a picture of Idaho and where the book takes place. There are no pictures I could find of the exact location, like literally the place that Tara grew up, which was in rural Idaho. So I just did a Google Images search of rural Idaho just to see what it looks like. I've been to Idaho a couple times. So here's a picture. Sorry, this is too much waiting. That's a good picture. I don't know if it... I don't want to be on this website. I'm going to X out of this. There's another picture of Idaho. I'll stay here in Google Images. There's farms in Idaho. A small town in Idaho. Idaho can be very beautiful in some places, at least. And so there's a pretty picture of Idaho. It does say that Tara grew up by a mountain called Buck's Peak. And I think her house was not as nice as that one. Anyway, so these are random pictures of Idaho. I don't know if any of these look exactly like where she grew up because I couldn't find anything online. Here's an interesting. Okay. Anyway, that's a sideshow. So I'm going back to Power Notes. And at this point, I want you to get out your book. Here's the book. So pull out your book. I'm going slow while you get out your book. And we are going to go to page 33. Page 33. Page 33. You guys are flipping to page 33 with me, right? Yep. 33. This is in chapter 4. Okay. So here's page 33. I'll put it front camera. Page 33. And in this scene, they're in Arizona. And it seems that Grandma has a doctor's appointment. And we've learned that Dad does not believe in doctors. So remember that essay question. It's about Dad's beliefs. You're going to analyze this if you do this topic. And so Dad does not believe in going to doctors. So on page 33 at the top, it says, Dad had always believed passionately in Mother's herbs, but that night felt different, like something inside him was shifting. A new creed taking hold. Herbalism, he said, was a spiritual doctrine that separated the weak from the terrorists, whatever that is, the faithful from the faithless. Then he used a word I'd never heard before, Illuminati. It sounded exotic, powerful, whatever it was. Grandma, he said, was an unknowing agent of the Illuminati. Okay, so here we have on page 33 this weird word. So this is a perfect time for a little research. Plus, we found out that Dad doesn't believe in going to the doctor. So we know that they are Mormons. And so I did a little research on Mormons and doctors and medicine. And you can find pretty easily that it does seem like most Mormons do go to the doctor. So, and Westover says at the beginning, this is not really about Mormonism, even though they are Mormons, but most Mormons go to the doctor. So you can find that out. So that's one thing you can research. But I wanted to look up this word, Illuminati. So I decided to go to Google and look up conspiracy theory and the Illuminati. And because this is a kind of conspiracy theory. And there's a lot. You can find the whole history. The Encyclopedia Britannica, Wikipedia. Wikipedia is not a bad place to start if you want basic facts. I'm not going to use it right now. And then you can see there's tons of information. I know that Vox.com is a good journalistic source. So I'm going to go to this article. 9 questions about the Illuminati you were too afraid to ask. Apparently there was some conspiracy theory about Jay-Z and the Illuminati. But we're not going to focus on that. We won't get distracted. So in this article you can find the history. What is the Illuminati? Obviously it goes way back. What did the Illuminati believe? Did the Illuminati manage to control the world? Wow. Why did the real Illuminati disappear? If the Illuminati vanished, how did their legend live on? Notice that when you're doing research, you're doing a lot of skimming. You don't read the whole thing all the time. Sometimes you can just kind of skim around and poke around and find what you want. What I want is something about people nowadays who still believe in the Illuminati. Because Dad in this book is nowadays, or at least when Tara was a kid. So conspiracy theories have always been popular in the United States. 1828, that's too far back. Why do people still believe in the Illuminati today? The Illuminati never completely disappeared from popular culture. So then there's other information. And finally we get to Jay-Z. And that's the NBA player. We finally get to Jay-Z. We're not going to get distracted by that. Anyway, so this article seems good. So here I am in Power Notes. And I'm going to bookmark it because I think that I might, I might use this source later on when I do my essay. So I'm just going to save it in Power Notes for now. And and maybe I'll highlight this spot right here in, I'm in the wrong topic here. For some reason, Power Notes always goes back to your previous topic. So I need to be in my educated project here. And I'm going to bookmark it. I'm going to try to highlight it, see if it'll work. There we go. I think I'm going to add a topic because I'm thinking about dad. So this is part of my dad research if I was doing the dad essay. So I'm going to add that topic. And then I'm going to put this highlight in the dad. And then I'm going to write myself a little note, the Illuminati today. That's all I need for now. And there we have it. So the research for this book will kind of look like that. You'll find things and go find more information. I think you'll enjoy this research. The topics are interesting. And back to page 33. It seems like Dad is a believer in the Illuminati, which is some sort of conspiracy, some sort of group that's trying to take over the world, supposedly. And maybe what's most interesting about it, so here we are on page 33 again. Maybe what's most interesting is it says something about Dad as a character. Why would he believe in the Illuminati? So I'm gonna think, okay, I'm gonna mark the spot, I'm gonna put it in my notes, and then I'm just gonna watch for this topic to come up later on and see what I can figure out. Okay, so that's it for your short video. Thanks.